Okay, today we're playing Premodern again, another league, and we're trying out Draco. We're going to try and cast it the way Garfield intended, just by reducing its cost by 2 for each basic land type we've got. We've got basic island, basic forest, basic swamp, basic mountain, basic plains. So if we got all those in play, we can cast Draco for just 6. And we got cards like Rampant Growth to try and, make sure we get all of our different land types and ramp us. We can do this earlier, turn 4 or turn 5, maybe. And we get a big 9/9 flyer. We can also just tinker into Draco. Using Tinker, sacking like a Sky Diamond, a Mind Stone, or a Skull Rack, or potentially even a Masticore, can grab us a Draco. And we do have to be careful though. Draco's got an upkeep cost of 10. So if you got all, it reduces by 2 for each land type. So with 5 land types out, you don't have to pay the upkeep cost. But if you got 4 out and you tinker for it, then you only have to pay 2 on the upkeep. But if you only have 3 basic land types in play, you got to pay 4. So you got to be a little careful about that, not to tinko Draco when you're just going to get it killed by not being able to pay the upkeep cost. But like 4 lands, different land types is the sweet spot where you can tinker for a big Draco. And then your upkeep, you can just pay 2 to keep it around. It's pretty good. Premodern, a 9/9 flyer is pretty great. So we're gonna give this a whirl. See if it can compete. And we're just gonna play a bunch of cards. We need enough artifacts for Tinker. And otherwise, we're just gonna be playing kind of some good stuff. I opted for Duress here because we're kind of playing a tap out strategy. I thought maybe the Duress would be better than counterspells. That's kind of the idea. We have some counterspells in the sideboard, like Evasive Action and a counterspell. But that was the logic here, because turn 2 we want to be kind of slamming one of these cards, ideally turn 2, every game. Not holding up mana. Curse Scroll's a great artifact that can pick off little creatures and then sacks to Tinker. Turn 2, we really want to be playing one of these, Sky Diamond, Mind Stone, or ideally Rampant Growth to ramp us into a turn 3, having 4 lands. Because in 4 lands, we can play Masticore, which is pretty strong. We're playing the Squeeze in order to keep our Masticores around. We can play a Factor Fiction, which can upset us up like a Tinker or Draco. And then Control Magics, this can steal a Dreadnought or a Psychotog or something. That's the idea there. Or like a, opposing reanimated creature, something like that, something scary. Pyroclasm is for some of the kindred matchups, some of the smaller aggro matchups too. We're a little bit of a slower, clunkier deck here, so we need to buy some time. Hopefully we can do that with Pyroclasm. And then Lotus Guardians are kind of like other Tinker targets. So this one has no downside. You can just Tinker into our 4/4 flying Birds of Paradisey thing. If we don't have the cards, don't have the mana that supports Draco's upkeep cost. This is kind of like our alternate Tinker target here. That's the idea. We can also like find a Masticore, that kind of thing. Also, notably, Factor Fiction with Squee is pretty nice because you can play Factor Fiction, and if Squee goes to the graveyard, that's fine. You just can pick it up afterwards, because of Squee's ability of going back to your hand. A little bit of synergy there. And again, the mana base is just basic lands and fetches. I'm not saying I've optimized this perfectly. I did sit here tinkering with this for a while, kind of trying to line up the colors and fetches with when we want to be playing stuff. And it's important to keep in mind that the Sky Diamond here does make blue for Tinker and these cards, so that's why we went with Sky Diamond, not the other ones. Sideboard, we do have some counterspells. Evasive Action's a nice domain one, as well as one actual counterspell, another control magic for like the Psychotog, Dreadnought kind of matchups. 4th Pyroclasm for the most of the Kindred matchups. A couple of things for burn, 3 Ravenous Baloths, and then Wandering Stream, another domain card for the mono red matchup. Then Tranquil Domain and Naturalize for some of those enchantment matchups there. pretty much Crypt for Graveyard Hate. It's a good smattering of things. Obviously, I think the biggest concern is even with Rampant Growths and Sky Diamonds, the mana base is still iffy, obviously. This is Premodern after all, so this is a little bit of a stretch to get this going, but I want to give it a try, for sure. And just, these have to be the basic types. So we do actually want the actual basics here, not just cards that, make two different colors. It doesn't have the basic types. That doesn't help us. We actually need the normal basic types. Anyway, like, subscribe. That's all appreciated. And very helpful. Grow the channel a little bit. It's always fun. Got ideas for trying to improve the deck now or during the video, let me know down below. Happy to hear, and I'll see you in round 1. Okay, here we go. I think that's fine. I think that's a keep. Swamp. Okay. Nothing we can do about that. See if they take the Rampant Growth or the Cursed Scroll. All right. Let's get our second island. Could use a Squee. Yep. Ooh, that's good. That gets us a Forest, which lets us play Rampant Growth, and then Masticore next turn, if we want to. Actually, that's Squee. I'm not even sure that's a wonderful plan. Sure. I think we need to play that so that we can kill the hippie. Hippie's a problem. Yep. That's fine. Yeah, that's not great. It's gonna be hard to get Draco into play now. Cost 8 mana. This is not impossible. Let's get rid of it. Yep. We've only got 1 plains. Let's see what they got. They have a wasteland in hand and something else. Kill that. Wasteland. Yep. Another curse scroll. Sure. All right. Smother. Yep. Control magic. All right. So we can hit them for 2 and 2. So we're getting close. They're gonna hit us for 3 here. Or 3 or 2 or 0, I mean. Then 3 mana. Smother, yep. Yep. Wooded Foothills. Yep. What do they got? Oh, tricky. They got 2 cards in hand, though. So you gotta hit it with both. Smother. Okay, we're dead. Gonna be hard for them to win still, though. We got just 2 cursed scrolls here to win. Pyroclasm. Yep. Pyroclasm. Alright. Got that one. We're up against mono black. I think instead of the sweepers, I just want some action here. Take their creatures, stuff like that. I'm gonna play to the board, I think, with like stuff. Maybe 1 Duress, it's fine. Let's try that. Sure. Mm-hmm. Yep. bad for us. Yeah, we are soft to turn one hippie for sure. Don't, oh shit. They could have, we skipped through our turn by accident. Trying to, that was a big mistake. That's gonna cost us the game. I don't understand why we skipped through our turn. I think we'll go to game 3. That's gonna hit the 2 sky diamonds, and then we take a card. We would have had the thing in play. It would have been a bit different. Try that. Right, no skipping through turns. It's not a keepable hand, unfortunately. Jeez. It's not either. I mean, we have to get lucky here. We need to draw a land on our second turn. And we need them to have nothing, basically. Maybe I should have kept the Tinker. I should have kept the Tinker. Then we could definitely on 3 mana. Yeah. Well, this went badly. I should have kept the Tinker, though. That was silly. I just take the Sky Diamond. We needed a land there. Yeah. We don't even have our. Gonna play my Sky Diamond. We don't have the Sky Diamond anymore. Oh boy. Oh, that went badly. Okay, here we go. Sure. What colors do we want? Let's do this. Play the island, grab black. Sky Diamond. Pass. Wasteland Dust Bowl. Powder keg. Sure. Interesting. I think I might actually get white. Harder for us to find white. Than the other two colors. I guess we want the pile 2. Any order? Duress. It's burn. Interesting. Burnless, powder keg, bolt, incinerate. Hmm. 2, 3, 4, 5. Play this for 6. Yeah. It's a tough one. Those bolts are a problem. I think we need to find a Draco. Kind of want that Tinker. Yeah. It's pile 2. Alright. Let's go to their turn. Oh, they can blow it up, can't they? That's a problem. Maybe I should have just taken the Masticores, actually. Yeah. Get a Draco. I think we're just going to play the Squee as a blocker. And potential damage. It'd be nice if they would play a creature for us. Oh, they got a disc. That's not good. Um, Lightning Bolt. Sure. Yep. 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 Yes. They have to blow up the world here. So we'll just swing. Yep. Wait, we don't have a... Oh, it's in the graveyard. We have a swamp, which means that we have to pay this one, actually, and that any lightning bolt kills us. That was a punt. Alright, well, that was bad. We should be at 4. I would have done math. Considering that the removal spells are burn, and any removal spell kills us anyway, I'm just gonna swing and hope they don't have a removal spell for the Squee. And that is what it is. So, burn spell kills us. They can pop the furnace to draw if they need to. They got something. Or they're just popping the furnace. Pop in the furnace. They need a 1 mana. Oh, I got there. That was a good one. That was close. Ravenous Baloth, Naturalize. Take out Pyroclasm. Control magic seem bad too. That one seems fine. Yeah, cut. You're one Draco. Let's try that. That's fine. Turn 2 Sky Diamond, turn 3 Masticore, especially if we can find a a Squee would be quite good. That's not a Squee. Vinral's Disc. Pyroblast. Pillage. I think the Pillage is probably the scariest one. The Phyrexian Furnace hits our Masticore, though, which is annoying. Mm-hmm. Yep. So if they see what they do. I think we don't want to just run it into the problem there. think we will jam the Factor Fiction if we don't have anything else. Interesting. Mm-hmm. I think I just want to get it out of their hand. Yep. Let's get a Draco. Just gonna do this now. Mountain. Forest. Does put us further away from the Lotus Guardian, but we don't want to cast that till after they pop the disc anyway. Ah, fair enough. Mm-hmm. Sure. Yep. 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 All right, let's see what they got. We could use. What could we use? It's in their hand. Okay. We can still regenerate this guy. Yep. 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 That's not helpful. We want a factor, fiction, or a squee. Sure. Okay. That's bad. All right, getting close here. We got 4 cards. I feel like we're probably pretty unfavored at this point. Just not sure what they got. Sure. That doesn't seem... Flooded Strand. That's a squee. So we attack, they reanimate their creature, we kill it, hopefully. It is going to blow up our guy. Oh, it taps it too. I forgot about that. No, I should have left the mana open. The mana could have killed the Gitu. I completely forgot about that. That was just a big punt. Yeah, it was just bad. I should have definitely not done that. That was just terrible. Any burn spell here kills me because they can swing for 4. See what they do. They clearly don't have a bolt, or we'd just be dead. But yeah, that was a punt, I think. Alright, so I think we just swing. We'll see what they do from there. I think we just have to block this one. Yep. 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 And they get a burn spell, they win. Or no, we're at 5. Hey, we got it. That was a close one. That was good. Okay, here we go. Yep. Sure. Okay. Yep. Think. Just go mountain, sky diamond. Tinker soon. Yeah. Sure. Yep. Let's just take it. Swordsing it. Sure. Swamp. Sure. Duress. Okay. Here. think we get plains are first. Plains is harder to find for us. I think we take the plains. Get our Draco. Yep. Got another sword. That would be good for them. They get our Tinker. Okay. Swamp. Two white. Red. Yes. Ah, well. I think I want to keep that. Or maybe I should have played it. Yeah, I think I should have played it. He has swords now. Or else the Draco just kills them. I guess they got its swords. They could get a blocker too, I guess. Swamp. Swords. Okay. Bad for us. So we needed to dodge. That's also bad for us. Alright, well. Yeah, not getting the swords there was a problem. We yeah, we needed to dodge swords. I think we just sack it and put a Draco into play. You gotta find another swords at that point. They had to have another swords, a third swords, then they got it, and so be it. I think they can target themselves with Gerard's Verdict to gain life if they don't have the swords. Got a hippie. Sure. Something big is coming. Yeah. Get another look here. Doesn't kill the creature, unfortunately. The Graveborn Muse. Alright, so they get another draw here. Draw 2, actually. They got a Swords. Swords 3 is what they need, and I've drawn almost half their deck. It's not crazy odds here. Oh, they got something. They're still playing. Okay. Another Exalted Angel would work too. Vindicate if they're playing it. Yeah. That card's quite good. We lost to this card. Skeletal Scrying. X equals 5. Alright, they got your swords. Black, black, white. Vindicate. Hippie. That we can deal with. Okay, 2. Yes. Pyroclasm. Don't skip through my attacks. And we should get this one. Alright. Troll Magic seemed good. Pyroclasm seemed not amazing. Having removal for the hippies, I think, is useful, though. And if they play, like, the morph version of the angel, I think 2 is okay. Yeah, I think that's about what we want. I think it's a keep. It's not the best hand, but don't think we're shipping this. Get a swamp here, I guess. Could really use a 2-drop. We do have a lot of 2-drops on the deck. It'd be nice to find one. See what they're playing with over there. Nothing. Oh, that's... We wanted that on turn 1. Okay. We're in trouble. Alright. See what they play here. Mm-hmm. Just try and kill it, see if that works. Nope. Need a land here. Yep. Okay. Morph. Nope, great one. Sure. Think we can scoop to that. Play one more turn, but I think that's where it's us dead. Don't yield through the turn. Don't yield through the turn. We should have just tried to kill the hippie. I don't know why we didn't. That was stupid. Kind of just given up on this game. I shouldn't give up yet. Yeah. Yeah, the Graveborn is just going to bury us, though. I think we just go to the next game. I think what we got set up here is fine. Just didn't work out that time. Yeah, we'll play. I mean, if we can draw a land, it's a great hand. If we don't, pretty bad. 18 out of 53. Only against the other deck is just so brutal, though. Ugh. That's even worse. Mull to Oblivion again. Right. One. I don't even think we can duress them. We just gotta try and go turn 2 diamond into Masticore. Yeah, I mean, if we could have that duress there on 6, this would actually be like fine. But now, yeah, that's just gonna kill us. Yeah. Remold to Oblivion. Okay. I'm ready to concede. Yes. All right, I'm just gonna scoop. Good game. Okay, here we go. Yep, that's fine. We find a land. That's a turn 3 Masticore. Turn 4 Masticore. No, turn 3 Masticore. Yep. Yep. Okay. Still need a land. Blue. Alright. Very important draw coming up here. Yep. Okay. Land. Not a land. Jeez. We could tinker for Masticore. Is that crazy? Oh boy. Having the Lotus Guardian in our hand here is really bad. I could just play a Squee. Yeah. I think we play a Squee and just try one more to grab a Masticore. Does give them more time, but okay. Yep. Yep. We're in trouble. Yeah, missing our land drop for a couple of turns there was bad. Land. No! I think we just have to go for it here, unfortunately. Can't get a Draco, we can't pay for its upkeep. Can't get a Guardian either, which is annoying. Yep. Yep. Um, hmm. Interesting. I think we just swing for starters and see what they do. Oof. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're dead. Yikes. Yep. Brutal. All right, so we've got 3 Ravenous Baloths. And this guy. Control magics are not great. They do hit the Grim Lavamancer, though. Do something. There is, or do have Masticores for that. Need more lands this time. Yep. Yep. Interesting. Could use a Squee. Squee would be a great draw. Or a Factor Fiction. Yep. Yep. That is none of those things. Bolt. Okay. Kind of want my Pyroclasm now. We're in trouble. Incinerate. Yep. Yeah, this is bad. This is quite bad. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. It's a close one. Yeah. Did we board out our... Boarding out our Pyroclasms now looks dumb. Maybe still have 2 in the deck. Oh, that's really bad. They're dead. I think it doesn't even matter. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7, it doesn't even matter. Even if we sack it. Still 11 damage. Fair enough. Okay, here we go. Don't think we can keep that. Yikes. I think it is a keep, but it's a rough one. All right. Gives us something to do. We're still very short of anything that looks useful or scary. Tangle Wire and Naturalize. Well, let's take the Naturalize. What are they thinking? Yeah. All right, red mana. No. All right. We need a mountain. Yep. Yep. Here we got our mountain. Gonna get tapped though. That's problematic for us as well. We got an engine going. Well, I regret taking the Tangle Wire now. Seems like a mistake. Alright, let's see what they do here. F6. They're just going to find survival eventually, which is the problem. Or that. That and survival will be really bad. Now they can just draw 2 more cards. Mm-hmm. And they can save their creatures from Pyroclasm by returning them. Another issue for us. Just in case we don't have enough issues. That's going to kill us. Interesting. Alright, well. We're dead. Yeah, so not taking the Tangle Wire was a pretty big punt there. I think I underestimated the crap out of Tangle Wire, for being honest. Alright, let's try that. Okay. I like this on seven, 6. Slightly iffier. Need to draw a land. Yeah. Would have liked that before. Green. Black. Red. Definitely a case to be made where I should have just Duress there, but Yeah. Get our Draco down. That's our goal here. Or the Masticore even. I think getting the Masticore down could be quite good. If we draw a land, we can play the Masticore. That's bad. I think that's worthwhile to get down, isn't it? Maybe not. Maybe it's not. Why did I not just Duress? Um, we'll just scoop to that. End our misery. Okay, so we got beaten up pretty bad there in that league, but it was fun. Really enjoyed actually being able to cast Draco, and tinker into it a number of times. We had some pretty competitive, rounds there. We won a match. We got, two other competitive rounds there. The tribal kindred decks looked very tough though. Goblins and elves at the end, they both seemed pretty disastrous. Can make that a little bigger. Yeah, the goblins and elves at the end seemed pretty disastrous. And we were running pyroclasms, like we're not like completely defenseless against that strategy, but we got like the Masticores can ping things. Like I don't feel like I didn't think it would be that bad. It was worse than I thought it was going to be honest here. If you got ideas to try and tune this for some of the goblins and elves kind of matchups, let me know. Maybe just like engineered plague in the sideboard, like that kind of thing. That might just be the best way of going about this. Um, like Pyroclasm, Masticore, and then Plague on top of it. I mean, that's what you got to do. Yeah. I mean, overall, the deck I think was pretty fun. Obviously, the mana is like a big weakness. We did just lose some games just to like the mana not coming together. I think Maybe the Mind Stones should make like one of the colors of mana. That would help a little bit. But yeah, like trying to make this mana base work in Premodern is obviously tough. But like it was close. I mean, it did work sometimes. Um, I do think leaning into blue, so you only need 4 colors and Tinker to get a Draco is fine. I don't know, it was a lot of fun. Not the strongest deck, obviously, but I think it's something, I'll probably tinker with and play again in the future just because it feels like it's, you know, on the cusp of something that could be like, obviously not good, but like reasonable to play if you want to just, play Draco for fun. So probably tinker with it a bit more. Anyway, remember to like, subscribe, and get ideas for how to improve it. Throw them down below in the comments. Happy to hear it, and I'll see you next time.